All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of the Hoppy Craftsmen and Season 2 of the Hoppy Craftsmen. I'm here with my good friends, Ed and Chris.
Hello.
Hi.
All right, guys, welcome back. It's good to be here. Season 2.
Season 2, this is the end.
This is the end.
Bump up. No, it's not for us.
Good call, Ed. Good. That's an amazing segue.
Yeah. It's not the end of for us, but it is the end of a legacy, would you call it?
I guess. Yeah, I mean, so people that don't know, Arizona Wilderness created a series called the Dirty Hop Water, and the idea was we talked to Chase about it, right? And I'll probably link that episode in this, or actually we talked about it in episode 100. Too.
I'd be so curious to know the date, but for one reason,
what I was going to say
continue.
is, he talked about it, and it was like, it's an experimental series. The whole idea was like for them, right, to have a series of beers that they can experiment with and make them like they're all hazies, and this was like their line, and then they changed it. Like at some point, the logo changed. It wasn't the same can anymore. It was
so cool. That original one. It was like underground. It was like underwater with like the sewage, whatever. It
was like a river, sewer, like a wastewater river, and it had
hot water.
It had the
dirty
steel drums leaking. It was supposed to.
Yeah.
It was ironically we're a environmentally friendly brewery, but we're going to do a logo that is kind of mocking the dirty hop water part. Like it's not clean, but because it's not a clear beer.
I loved how green it was.
Yeah, it was like 4 different shades of green. It was like lime green, light green, dark green, and forest green.
You could see it, and you know what that was. Like that was awesome.
There's the dirty hop water.
It's like, oh, there's hot water going over there, huh? That's nice. Now it's like, I don't know what any of these fucking cans look like.
Prior to this episode, you guys were like, check your Untappd to see what you last drank for a dirty hop water. At least you said that was what you were going to do.
That's what I was going to do, yeah.
And I did that on my way over, at least earlier day. And I think pretty sure it was. I think the one when we hung out with him, it was Chase. When we hung out with him, it was I think it was teenage. Teenage.
Oh, it smells like Teen Spirit.
It smells like Teen Spirit. Isn't it? I think that was the one that they were doing when we were there. But the last one I checked in was like Juicy, and I was so.
Oh, that was.
It was from 2017.
Yeah.
Well, I know
6 years ago.
I know nobody else but me was going to do this stupid move, but I went all the way back in Wilderness's Instagram to find every dirty hop water.
Oh, all right. Damn. Yeah, I went through the Untappd and just filtered the Dirty Hop Water series and looked at all the names to see if any of them jumped out to me. And it was like, it smells like Team Spirit and Juicy were like the ones I'm like, oh yeah, I remember having those.
So I think Dirty Hop Water started before Untappd. So I don't think they all are on there.
No way.
Because I think Dirty Hop Water, Untappd, I think if you search Dirty Hop Water, there were 69 total.
Okay.
I don't know the actual total number.
Here's the thing with Untappd is that they had to go in and put them in themselves.
Right.
So maybe they just didn't put it in. But I think Untappd was around.
But they also posted
Untappd was around for there.
I think it was like not midway through, but like within the first 20. That's when I found the post that Wilderness said, "Hey, we're on Untappd officially."
Oh, gotcha.
So I don't know if they're officially doing it or people, because remember you can create
your own.
Let's be honest. This series lost its spirit as brewers changed.
Well, do you want me to read the first post announcing the Dirty Hop
go
Water?
for it. Let's hear it.
So all my resource information is Instagram, is from Instagram. So obviously there's some stuff I probably missed because it's literally just scrolling back and loading old pictures. But
when am I allowed to drink this beer?
You can start smelling it. Well, you have fancy little tasting notes. Do you want a pen so you can?
I would love a pen.
We'll pen this in. Write this down.
Oh, what a weird flex.
What is going on? Yeah, why do you have a pen?
He had to bring out the cup from our shop collab. Oh, I made it into a pencil holder.
Mine's in my garage, collecting dust somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere.
Do you still have the one filled with water?
God, I probably forgot it was filled with water and chucked it. That's hilarious.
You're like, this is old beer, and you just tossed it.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, Nate.
I smoked too much for that.
Right. All right,
I'll let you guys do your aroma tastings. I'll pour my beer.
That does mean I get to taste it.
Yeah.
Okay, thank God.
I mean, you can start.
I do
going
this podcast to drink.
And I'll read the Dirty Hop Water announcement.
All right.
You think I leave my family to do this just to chat with you?
Oh,
that was one hell of a pour, Ed.
Got to pour hard, buddy. Pour hard or go home.
Hell of a pour.
It's got time to settle. I got a lot of reading to do.
Yeah, right.
I'd love to do I know I interrupted you, but I'd love to do a Hoppy Craftsmen sponsored pour contest because for reasons just like that. Be good. Fastest.
who could get it poured and drink?
Yeah, or
and
that,
start drinking it.
There you go. Yeah,
first?
exactly. Who can get it into there? Start drinking beer first.
Would you have to measure the head? Like what? Because mine has too much head.
You'd
would it
have to
be
have
with
a judge for sure.
Would it have to be with like it can't be no head?
How is this? Is that all right?
I would say, yeah, that's a good head.
Like I feel like the three little bears. Like
You can't have
too
any
hard.
head at all.
You're too soft.
Well, it's been sitting here for a minute. I had a little head.
Yeah, I think ours pour perfect if you get the head basically where the logo
we
ends.
picked a good glass. There's no argument there.
Anyway, to the announcement of Dirty
I'll
Hop
stop
Water.
interrupting.
The Dirty Hop Water series will be designed with outrageously juicy intentions but never be repeated, aka one-off. These extremely balanced IPAs will use local Sonoran white wheat and oats from Hayden Flour Mills to prevent anyone from ever seeing through the opaque hoppy juice water. Hence the name Dirty Hop Water. Seeing through your bright beer is not very New England of you. Each will be canned and each will have a rock theme.
oh, okay.
A rock theme.
Yeah.
Really?
They're all album or song names or album titles.
But how's juicy?
It's Notorious B.I.G.
That's
There's
not-
a couple.
that's not rock.
There's some inconsistencies.
I'm like
in
that
this.
doesn't seem rock.
What? You didn't print this in color, so I can't do the SRM.
Oh, do you want to see it? I can show it to
It
you.
would have been nice.
I thought the same thing. I was like,
It would've
guess I'm not filling that one out.
Listen,
it would've been nice.
We don't make enough money
Listen,
on this show for me to print in color. All right.
Listen, it has names of colors. Just think about it in your head.
We'll go with gold. It's like 4.5, 5.
All right. Well, I'll say, yeah, gold sounds good.
Do you want our business card? That has an SRM on it.
It does. It actually does. That smells really weird. Where's that on this list? Where's
I don't see weird on
weird? Oh, it's his other.
All right, there's
It
your
smells
SRM.
weird. Dude, I nailed it, I believe.
Do you want the light on?
Yeah.
There's some
Where's the flashlight?
Hang on. I was going to say, hang on a second.
There we go.
And then wait for it.
Which light?
Oh, boom. Look at right here, Chris.
Which one do you want?
Oh yeah. Well,
You know?
oh, the natural light. Give me the natural light. All right. Yeah. No, I think gold is kind of where we're in there.
Did you say you'd rather have a natural light
Oh.
than that beer?
I don't know.
Then
No.
Now look at it. Which one is it? Is it this or is it this?
I think it's that.
See, because based off how you hold the light on the beer, folks, it looks
Yeah, either real amazing or
really delicious or so delicious.
yeah. This might be a lower.
The clarity is hazy.
So what Nate and Chris are doing, because this isn't a visual podcast, is I was searching the
Thank
internet,
God.
and Yakima Chief, who does hops, has a whole sensory tab on their website.
Listen.
And you can download a handy reference guide for hop and beer, like notes and adjectives to describe beers, and then it has a full tasting
Well,
ballot.
listen, and I think we definitely should use these going forward. Ed, we talked about this in the past before. Like, we definitely want to work on our adjective games, and we can't use Swinky for everything. So we got to come up with some different ones. You're not supposed to say that out loud. Write it down.
Oh, sorry.
All right, we're gonna go over these in a little bit.
Perfect. Just what I was hoping for.
Yeah.
That's why I brought a Mountains Mosaic, the best beer in Arizona.
Damn.
Not rainy days.
What?
End over end, made on a regular basis.
Oh.
Flagship.
Not Spellbinder?
Best beer. I've just got that best beer.
Oh, damn.
Oh.
They gotta make a new meme.
Season 2, Nate starts his transition to a new,
It's
his
DSP.
new
I'm
crush.
transitioning.
Which is funny is I think when I first started going to Travers, I had some DSP, and then they got rid of it for a long time, and I said I was
They're getting
upset
it back
about that,
again.
and you were like, "Whatever, dude." You give me shit about not being.
I
being
don't think I
upset.
gave you shit.
I mean, you give me shit about everything. It's
No,
fine.
I love you now.
Yep.
I love you a lot. I wrote down apricot. Sorry.
Hold on.
All right.
Getting
I'm
ahead of
sorry.
ourselves here.
I'm sorry.
Keep your homework to yourself, Nate.
Ed's got more fun facts.
I do. So do you guys know the first Dirty Hop Water?
I mean, it wasn't Smells Like Teen Spirit or Juicy, so I
No.
don't know.
The first Dirty Hop Water.
This is Dirty Hop Water 1.
Yes. It wasn't called Dirty Hop Water 1. They didn't start naming them until I think about 4.
Oh, okay.
They didn't actually say this is number 4. So
should've.
it's ECFY, which is
Oh, yeah, I remember that name.
Did they really never repeat?
we'll get into that.
Hold on, Nate.
God, apparently I should have read the outline.
So the first of misspellings is originally they put ECFU, which I think is the reference to the song, but on the can it's ECFY because it's East Coast fuck you. That's what it stands
Is that
for.
what it is?
but the song is ECFU, and they put ECFY. That was released October 1st, 2016.
Wow, okay.
I had that beer because I looked on my Untapped. I had that one. I put grapefruit. I don't like grapefruit. I'm questioning all my choices in life now because I actually like the beer.
Oh, that's how it works.
It was all Citra, that first one.
Okay, that's interesting.
So going back to the...
well, listen, we like Citra. I mean, I like Citra. I don't know about you guys.
I'm unhappy.
Too many sheets here.
I'm unhappy. I want my other beer back. I came with great beer.
So do you want to hear the last post announcing Dirty Hop Water is going away?
Yes.
Absolutely.
So, and this is kind of, a lot of people didn't like this. So on Monday, July 24th is when they posted, on Thursday, the Dirty Hop Water series comes to an end. We'll tell you why tomorrow. Like, eat shit. Like,
what do you post and then not tell anybody? Yeah.
Like, coming soon, here's something that's not really good news for anybody.
I think it's just official that Arizona's too big for its britches. They've lost the local personal feel. And that now they're kind of like, they're getting Four Peaks-ish, but with good beer still. Even though this is kind of shitty.
This is the end.
Spoiler alert.
I mean, or to me. But I have bad taste. In specific taste.
It's true.
You know?
This is the end, beautiful friend. I think that's because it's a Door song, I think.
This is the end, my friend.
The end of the Dirty Hop Water series. When we brewed the first Dirty Hop Water, ECFU, and they misspelled that because the can says ECFY and this is ECFU.
I used to have a can. I used to have one of those cans.
Tapped in October 2016, the beer style now known as Juicy Hazy IPA or New England IPA was still brand spanking new. At a time when most IPAs were crystal clear, people had no idea what to think about hoppy beers that range from partly cloudy to soup. The name Dirty Hop Water was a not so subtle nod to the adverse reaction many drinkers had to the appearance of these beers. But now hazy IPA is everywhere. When you order an IPA, the beer is placed in front of you is much more likely to be cloudy than not. People are chilled to the haze. A series that references how drinkers felt about these beers 7 years ago isn't really relevant anymore. So as we approach our 10-year anniversary in September, we felt it was an appropriate time to bring Dirty Hop Water to a close. This is the End will be the final entry in the series, and it's a worthy finale brewed with massive amounts of New Zealand-grown Wai-iti. How do you say that? Wai-iti.
Wai-iti? No, I'm joking. I don't really know.
Wai-iti. We'll go with Wai-iti.
Yeah,
hops.
That sounds good.
Hops flavored for peach, apricot, and freshly squeezed limes. To be clear, we're not done making hazies. The style is core to AZ Wilderness, and we like brewing it. But ending our schedule of rolling out a new Dirty Hop Water each month will open up our taps a bit and allow us to mix more fun and experimental sour ales from our wood note cellar and even some retired classics.
We're bored with it.
This may be the end, but it's also the beginning.
Yes, of doing something we actually want to do. That's great and all. You know, honestly, that's fine. Stop doing it. Two things. Number one, I have a declaration for the hottest beer of the next 12 months. And don't let me forget, because I'll forget. But second to that, you know, whatever, good. They should have ended it a while ago. It should end with the person who's able, you know, if there's not people able to pick it up and continue the torch, then it should end. They shouldn't just do it because they're bored with it, because they have to do it. So if now is that time, then good.
I agree. I think it should have ended a while back.
I think it should have ended a while back, but if now they're finally realizing it's time to do it, good, regardless.
And my favorite going back through the post was people are like, oh, the first one was the best one, or this one was the best one, or
losers.
They're all my favorite. They're all amazing.
I love all my children. We all know that's not true.
It's not true.
Do you know which one the first that came in 16-ounce cans?
Yes.
Because they were all 32-ounce cans prior to...
It smells like Teen Spirit.
Correct. Nate's right. It smells like Teen Spirit.
That's probably why I checked it in.
Chase gave us the prototype. I have one with a cap off sitting at the house.
So you want a quick rundown on the first 10?
Yes.
So number one was the ECFY. That was all Citra, October 1st, 2016. These are the can releases because most of the time it was released in cans. But
October
then they started
1st?
Yeah, but then they started on Saturdays.
Birthday.
They started doing the Saturday releases, and then they started doing like tappings on Thursdays. So all these release dates are the Saturday. So you can do the math if you want and go back to the Thursday before. Dirty Hop Water number 2 was Integrity Brews. That was 100% Mosaic. That was a collab with Jimmy Eat World. That was released October 22nd.
Right. Remember that.
2016. Number 3 was Cherub Rock. That was 150 pounds of honey, Belma, Simcoe, El Dorado, and Amarillo. That was December 3rd, 2016. 532 ounce crowlers. The first one, I think they did 1,000 crowlers. And I think most of the crowler releases were all 500 crowlers.
That's so great. I forgot that they were doing the crowlers at the beginning.
That's right.
It's so interesting to see, like,
because I had a big crowler collection.
Well, like the landscape of like Arizona's beer go from like crowlers to the 60 ounces, and now like,
well, yeah, although
people don't know, they're like 60 ounces is the way.
All the watermelon gozas were in 16-ounce cans.
Right.
Back when they were good.
Yeah, they were real good.
There's a video on our Wilderness's website of Chase announcing this beer. There's a video. It's kind of funny.
Rip through the rest of these.
These range, it says from single to triple IPAs. This is the first one that says it's a double.
Okay.
I don't know what.
Yeah.
Number 4, Orange Tango Jam.
Okay.
This was Galaxy, Amarillo, and Fresh, or it just says local oranges.
Fuck it.
That was December 31st, 2016. Number 5 is My Name is Mud. That was Nelson Savine.
That was dope.
That was a good
Waimea,
one.
That was sick.
Wakatu.
Holy shit.
Stumble.
I'm going to have a stroke in a second.
That was February 18th, 2017. There was a limit of 6 crowlers on this one.
Which one?
This My Name is Mud.
My name is Mud.
There was a limit of 6 crowlers?
Yeah, I know, right?
Remember the crowler 3-packs?
Yeah. Yeah, you should give a crowler 3-pack. It was awesome.
Oh, and there was a limit.
Yeah, you could only buy 6.
I was like, wait, whoa.
Oh, no, they didn't just do 6.
I'm an idiot. Sorry, I was like, I misheard. Okay, yes.
This was released with Mirror's Mirror.
That was a fun time, man.
That was real good.
Because remember they would do fun breakfasts and we'd show up at like 9.
Well, you could show up early and like get in line, but you'd sit at the tables.
Yep.
And then you'd be able to get breakfast right after they brought your beer. It was insane. It was really good.
Fun times. That's why it sucks when breweries grow.
Yeah.
They lose that funness. Continue.
Number 6 was Juicy. This is the one.
March 25th, 2017.
Yep. Nate was,
wow.
I looked at my Untapped on my own over here.
And they mentioned in the post that this was a tribute to Notorious B.I.G. and it was not rock. This is pellet and lupulin powder from Citra, Mosaic, and Ukanat.
Sucks.
Number 7 was My Dingaling.
Which is the 2 I checked in. Smells Like Teen Spirit and My Dingling. That's the 2. That's the 2 I checked in. I rated them both pretty high actually. So
that's funny.
This was Citra, Idaho 7 and Nugget. This was April 29th, 2017. Number 8 was Warp Riders. This was Galaxy, Polaris, and Ukanat again.
That was a good one too.
This was June 3rd, 2017. This was delayed a week because they didn't like the way it tasted and they wanted to let it sit a week. They did 1,000 cans of this. This one, there was no sellout update because all their Dirty Hop Waters had sellout. They sold out most of the time early in those days. So they would update the post to say sold out. This one didn't have a sellout post on it. Number 9 was Smells Like Teen Spirit. Nelson Savine, Belma, Mosaic, Galaxy, and Citra. This was July 1st, 2017. This was the first 16-ounce can. 125 cases made, limit 1 case.
They pretty much don't sell out like that anymore because all these breweries have ramped up production. Am I right?
Oh, yeah.
In that assumption?
Yeah, I mean 125 cases, that's not a lot.
Yeah. Well, we used to be able to stand outside Ren House and get beer. We don't do that anymore either.
Oh, yeah.
Like, no, where would we stand outside and get beer at this point? Like, I can't imagine standing outside anymore and waiting for beer like we used to.
Number 10 is Rooftops. This was Nugget dry hopped with lemon drop, Idaho, and Laurel lupulin powder. Do you think that's why Chase called his brewery Laurel? Because of this Laurel lupulin powder. This was September 23rd, 2017, 115 cases. This was the debut of the Wilderness Tiku glass.
Oh, yeah.
Teku!
The one that they spelled wrong?
Yeah, because it only had one S. That's why I said Wilderness. So that's the first 10. They stopped they stopped putting the numbers after 11. But there's not really anything. I mean, I can go through, so I won't go through all that I have written down here. But number 13 was Repeater. That was 100% Citra. So that's the second time they did all Citra.
So
this is a question.
That.
This is a question I want to ask. What makes a beer different? Does one ingredient make a different beer?
Yes.
Okay. Because I didn't put like the malt bills and all that stuff.
Like I think different ingredients make a different beer. I think you got the same ingredients and make a different beer, right? It's that's the thing with like brewing. Like we could brew the same. We could all have the same recipe and the same like ingredient types and mounts and everything else, but depending on how your boil is, when I put mine in, versus it's all different, right? And so it's the fun part about it, but it's also the hard part about it is that's consistency. It's tough for a lot of people, but it also makes it like, well, this is a different beer now.
Yeah, because I did. I think they did 100% Citra like 3 different times.
Okay.
I don't know. I didn't put down like the malt bills and like.
I don't even care if it's the same. Whatever.
Yeah.
So this repeater, the draft actually kicked before the release of the cans. The draft kicked on December 8th. It was released on December 9th. 125 cases. It was
fun facts, man. This is the fun facts.
There's nothing fun about
fun facts with it.
Dirty Hop Water number 14 question marks. Because they stopped numbering them. 70 cases canned that morning, they said.
Okay.
Of the release.
Christ.
Yeah, I remember there was a time that I remember we go in there and I saw Chase and I was talking to him and like the mobile canner was just outside and they're like doing it.
Yeah, that's right.
Because they got started late or whatever. It was so funny.
Canner.
Yeah. It was just like, oh, that's cool. And then it was just weird to see the mobile canner there.
Dirty Hop Water number 16. This was beer drinkers and hellraisers. 150 pounds of grapefruit. Once again, I always say you don't put how much you put. If you don't tell how much you're making, then the amount you put in doesn't really have a relevance. Unless you happen to know, like, Wilderness's tank.
I just saw Nate's notes on his paper. It made me laugh. It made me laugh.
I took this one to the bottom of the Grand Canyon.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
All right.
I hiked to the bottom and took pictures of it. 18 was...
I thought we were doing 10.
Yeah.
No, I'm just highlights. I did the first 10. These are just weird highlights. Number 18 was a 0 IBU.
I was like, there's like 67 of these that we don't have all the time.
I'm not going through all of them, just
right.
the notes that I have. So Dirty Hop Water 17 was brewed for Coachella. That one was a different label.
Okay.
That one had like the dark green.
That was the beginning of their sellout.
With the chrome. It had like the big...
like give a timeline somewhere.
It had the big chrome letters.
I'll definitely a ripple of the timeline.
Because I missed this one. Because I was just looking for the old labels.
I just imagine Nate has a journal somewhere with like the timeline of the love-hate relationship
They worked with Coachella today.
Coachella and Wilderness talked about their thing. I wasn't happy about it.
God, that sounds terrible.
Makes me laugh.
You mean...
Ed, do we want to get into our tasty notes of this beer?
Damn it, yeah, go ahead.
Hey, do you want to start?
Oh, I got a whole thing here going.
I didn't get to the second page. There's 2 pages.
The second page is kind of like a reflection, for you to use.
Yeah, it's just notes.
Yeah, it's like a glossary.
Oh, all right. That makes sense.
I'll work through appearance first.
Okay.
I wrote in a 5 there between 4 and 6. Clarity was obviously a hazy. Color of the foam, head retention and texture. I'm gonna go to pour to I'm gonna go to pour. Pour to moderate. It didn't last very long. My head was gone. You guys can accuse me of having no head. I had a little head.
Yeah, it was gone very quickly.
No one ever accuses me of having no head. Foam texture, I went with fluffy. Carbonation visually was medium to fast, in my opinion. And that's does anybody else have any vastly different opinion? Chris, Ed, are you not doing tasting notes?
I have it on my computer.
He's already done it.
Okay, well then
he did it digitally.
All right, you two go.
So appearance wise, I said actually, after we get the light stuff and we did, I said it was straw. I said it was lighter than what I thought it was for sure. Which is a 2-3 on the scale. Slight haze. It's not overly hazy. I can kind of see through it at the bottom and stuff. So moderate pour for color, foam, and head retention. Texture was, like you said, it was gone pretty quickly. 15 seconds probably at the most. Right.
Yeah, it was quick.
Thin to fluffy, kind of on the texture of this.
Agreed.
It wasn't. It wasn't super. It wasn't small bubbles. It wasn't like a Guinness. It wasn't mousse. Yeah. So, which is not bad. Carbonation, medium to like slow. It didn't really. At least look of it, it didn't seem like it was rolling too fast in the appearance of it.
Good.
Ed, any differences on that?
Not really. Okay. I agree. 2 to 3, 3 to 4, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
slight haze. It's compared to other dirty hop waters, this looks terrible.
Yeah.
Like I remember some of the pictures,
Well,
taking pictures and posting and looking at pictures.
That name is Mud, or my name is Mud, or whatever. That's lived up to the name. Like, it was like, holy shit, this is some muddy shit right here. It was awesome.
I think the difference between some of those beers and some of these beers is, I think, comes down to like a hop bill and how much money do they really want to bury into losing it to make it thick and cloudy, right. And because there's a lot of loss in that when you're making beers like that.
Sure.
All right, flavor.
I didn't finish my thing.
Oh, yeah.
Clarity, slight haze. I agreed with that. I was poor on the head retention because I did a heavy pour and it was gone relatively quickly too. Foam texture thin, carbonation not very much, so I'd slow on that. But Nate, do you want to go over your flavor and aroma?
Sure. I went with stone fruit, apricot, a little cantaloupe, hay, and compost because this thing's poopy.
That's probably what.
Taste is I didn't even do any taste. I didn't even do mouthfeel, and the mouthfeel was just poor. It was just all over the poor. Balance and drinkability. I had desirable and undesirable. I put undesirable. I circled undesirable, and comments were gross. It is. It's not good.
I'm going to post which is sad. I'm going to post a picture of Nate's.
I think they're just half-assed beers sometimes. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I think they don't want. I think that a lot of it comes down to a dollar amount that they want to spend, and I don't think they want to spend all the money it takes to really pump out a thick boy hazy.
Yeah, I remember some of the dank ones, like that Teen Spirit was a danky one.
It's great.
So good.
It's delicious.
Trying to think of a couple other ones. Chris, you go ahead with your
the Riders one you talked earlier too.
Wave Riders.
Wave Riders. That one was really good too.
Yeah, I remember that.
So I had like herbal and vegetable notes in there. I couldn't kind of pinpoint what it was. It was some weird. It smells really weird. Hay could be what I thought. Maybe when you said that, I was like, that's probably close to what it was.
Right.
I also circled was it butyric acid, which is off flavor. I couldn't remember. I circled off notes, but I couldn't remember.
I wish I knew about the chemicals.
And that's why you said that
stuff tastes like shit.
Well, you said that. I looked at the back page, and it actually tells you what those are. And I was like, oh, I knew the off flavor. I just didn't know which one I was smelling. And so butyric acid it's like cardboardy, which is the right. So you get that from the oxidization of the beer, right? So I was like, it just has a weird smell to it. I don't know what it was, and that's the only thing I could really kind of get it to. Taste, mild bitterness, restrained of the salty. I kind of a low sour taste to it in the end, which is kind of weird for me.
Yeah.
Low sweetness. Yeah, there's not a whole lot there. I mean, not umami. I didn't get that at all.
Band-Aid.
Mouthfeel was mild, stringy low, body's light and thin, carbonation's low, drinkability undesirable. I mean, it's funny because this tastes like, to me, like an American adjunct lager.
Right.
It tastes like somebody made a beer flavored beer, but not an IPA. Right.
Yeah.
That's what it tastes. I mean, it's just weird, like in that aspect. I mean, if you are big into lagers and adjunct lagers and stuff, you might find this desirable. But you might. I like this IPA.
I love lagers.
I'm like, but I don't.
This tastes like shit.
This doesn't taste like an IPA, and it smells not great.
It smells not good.
You said it has maybe it has more of a medicinal kind of smell, Band-Aid-y. Something's not right. It doesn't taste good.
I got like a nutty.
Nutty.
See, we're all over the place.
Hay, grassy, green kind of.
We're in the same part.
A little bit of mustiness to it. This tastes like a home brewer tried to copy a dirty hop water.
None of us like it.
No.
And it makes us all right.
That's my overall opinion. It tastes like a home brewer tried to make a dirty hop water.
Yeah. Yeah.
From
overall,
memory.
Not great.
They're like, I love this one. I'm going to try and make that.
Yeah.
Tastes like the Beards aren't making their own beer anymore.
Well, I mean, they haven't made their own beer in a long time, I don't think, right?
Yeah. What do they do?
Travel, take pictures,
yeah.
Harvest pine needles and seaweed. And
I wonder if they were just like, maybe we can turn this into our own travel beer show.
I mean, that's what they should do.
Well, I don't care.
But they have never done it yet, so we'll see how it goes.
So,
all right, well, if we need to hurry up on that, not hurry up, but if we need to make any decisions on that one, stamp that one sucks.
Yeah.
Going out with a
yeah.
Well, this is the end. Yeah, this is not a good. This is like going on top. This is like Jordan came back after playing baseball and went back to play baseball again. It's like,
no, this is like Jordan went to play baseball. Yeah. This isn't even he came back to play basketball.
Also, he came back and then went again to play baseball. Yeah. He didn't. Yeah, it was not great.
Just garbage.
So Nate mentioned it, and it got hard to find the dirty hop waters after a while because the logo got lost in the mess.
Yeah.
Chris, what do you think of the logo?
They totally homogenized or whatever, homogenization. They made it fit the rest of the brand, and you can barely tell that it's a dirty. Where does it even say dirty hop water on here?
There's like a little badge on it, I think.
They say that the same logo on the back.
Oh yeah, they've got the same logo,
which used to be like the predominant logo on the can. It was right in the center.
They've been half-assing it for a long time, and hopefully they know that.
Yeah, it's funny, like,
and it's a bad beer.
So there's I was listening to the other day, and they're talking about how like people are wearing like hiking core outfit. Like people wear hiking core stuff all the time, right? And the idea is that like, it's like, oh, you're wearing North Face or you wear fucking
Patagonia stuff.
Like this can is like the epitome of what that people dress like. It's like earth tones.
It feels like an outdoor store.
It's very outdoor. It's like an REI can.
Yeah, you have to wear your Birkenstocks to go buy it.
Yeah, it's very nondescript. I'm like, which I like. That's why I like the dirty hop water. It was such.
AZ Wilderness is a great restaurant with great food and good beer.
Yeah,
but you know what I mean. They're a great food restaurant these days.
To go back to the label stuff. A couple more fun facts. August 4th, 2018 is when they did the black and lime green cans.
Oh, okay.
Remember when they switched? It was all black with just the couple people, I think including myself, made a comment that like, is this beer from BRI? Because all the beer, it looked exactly like a BRI logo.
Like, and here's the problem with that's a lot of black print. In my mind, I'm like, I mean, black's the most common color, I guess, but it's just like that's a lot of black on there. I don't know, not good.
Most of these were $18. The first Energy Master was $22 a 4-pack. That was sometime in 2019. So it fluctuated. A couple beers later, they did one that was $20 a 4-pack. That one is September 14th is when they did a can design with Rojo Revolution.
Okay,
and it was that black, but it was like a space. It was like a purpley space instead of the black.
Yeah,
and the green, and then trying to see. So Chase left in February 2021, and then Everything in its Right Place was the next one after that. The last two before he left was Papa Don't Preach and Jimmy Jazz.
That's funny. It was a pop song. Do we want to get into like speculation now
of why they did this?
Yeah.
So they could fucking bring back Battle Axe.
I mean, they announced it. They are bringing it back.
Yeah, they are.
Which is, you know Battle Axe.
They're bringing back Battle Axe?
Yeah, dude.
I sent it in the group chat. You probably skipped it.
Remember what Nate said? I was busy last night. I was busy. I do this new thing that when I'm in the middle of doing something with people or anybody, I just put my phone away. It's the craziest thing. But then I went to bed, and so I'm sorry. And I woke up at 9. We discussed that too.
We did. No. So yeah, I mean, Battle Axe is coming back. Was like very. I mean, it's funny because it didn't get a great.
Sucked ass.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
People loved it. People loved it. People loved it.
That was the thing.
I will give them that. People loved it.
It was very. You either loved it or you hated it. It was not like middle of the road.
People liked that sick Petey thing.
But like, what? I don't understand. I mean, maybe it is trying to drum up this. People talk about it. I guess I don't know.
They're doing. They just. I mean, I think it's pretty easy. I think they stopped doing it because it's money right off the books that they're not obligated to do every single month anymore.
Yeah.
Right off. They don't have to do one whole beer they don't have to worry about. Number 2, it does free them up to do something else a month. Now they can do a Battle Axe, I guess, this month. Maybe they can do something else that next month. I don't know. Sorry, wrong finger for making the directions. But, I just think that's fine. I think that Arizona Wilderness should tighten it up and bring back beers like Little Guy Rye and Big Guy Rye. And
they're doing that one too.
Big Guy Rye?
I think that was on the post too.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I sent you. I just sent you guys the one picture of the Battle Axe. There was like 4.
No, I didn't.
Because it's. I mean, it's. They
sounds like gross.
They've done some great beers that they just kind of like just stopped doing because now they just make a million different kinds of beers. They're making their Pride beer. They're making this other beer, and that's great. Make them all. But if anybody wonders why the quality has gone down at Arizona Wilderness, it's because. They're not, in my opinion, they didn't show a lot of respect for some of the really good flagship brews that should have stuck around and done a little more time on their menu, and they just sit there and cycle out a new brew with a new flavor.
Yeah. No, I mean,
and a new nature-driven ingredient, and I get it, but fucking goddamn.
Like it's such a fine line to be like because you want to make people happy because you have new stuff. You know, give them a reason to come into the brewery, right? Makes sense. But at the same time, I also want to go to the brewery and try something new, but I want to sit there and actually fall back on something I like if I don't. And with only so many spaces, maybe. I mean, I get it, but like, listen, if all the beers you're talking about in all the history of all the Wilderness beers, if the first one they were like Battle Axe, that's one we should bring back. I'm like, what? No.
And it's not one they should bring back. It's one they should do a run of and then put away for 10 more years, in my opinion. Because it's like, why?
Yeah, for sure. I agree with that.
Unless there's people out there clamoring for it, the whiskey drinkers are out there, they're clamoring for it, then F&A make it once a year. But to say that we're getting rid of the dirty hop water so that we can specifically do 4 or 5 other beers.
Yeah.
I was going to say, this is their 10th anniversary post. So they're releasing in that as a part of their celebration, the Big Guy Rye, the Suit and Tie PA, which I did not like that one. That one was grainy and grassy because that one has like, I think they did that one with like pine needles, and that one I think tasted like minty to me, if I remember. Battle Axe, Baba Cavari, which is that Belgian style blonde. And that's...
Hey, Big Guy Rye was a great fucking beer.
Yeah. Well, I mean...
It was a wonderful ESB.
This is all speculation. This is we're speculating why we think they...
Well, okay, all right.
So
okay. Maybe then never mind.
Maybe they're bringing their...
It's the wood note cellar.
You think it's
that went away? Like, they brought somebody in to kind of push that system. They did the bottle release club. I haven't really heard much about that.
Nothing.
Now they were doing like special releases and special events. It seems like that's picking up. Yeah. I just think either they're losing money on that by not utilizing it, and they need to start pumping out stuff out of there to make it a viable resource.
There's no way they're seeing the same turnout for dirty hop waters.
No way.
It couldn't be financially viable to continue it. So, why not stop?
I guarantee if you put that old logo back up and release that logo on the can with that like
really not long ago nostalgia factor would come back really quick for people.
Go back and do a Not Another Teen Spirit or whatever, or Teen Spirit, whatever.
Something like that. I mean,
but hey, whatever.
Yeah. Also, I don't think this is the first time they tried to end it, because in November 2019 they had a beer called The End.
Yeah,
and they didn't release it in cans; it was only on draft.
We talked about this before.
Conspiracy theory
I think they should have.
Sure.
I think as soon as they changed the logo and went to the different, there's not the same beer anymore. Anyways, it doesn't matter. It already ended forever ago. This is just the official kind of version of it.
Yeah. I think Chase had an idea, and he drove that idea, and I think the people after him for a short period of time did a good job, but I just think it was lost.
Yeah.
I think the vision was lost.
And again, speculating, new brewer. People, you get a new manager, man. You want to reinvent the fucking wheel somehow. And to me, it was like, this was a legacy thing, and he wants to try different things, and they don't have room in their system, so maybe that's
absolutely.
That's my own thing.
I can't see one singular positive reason to keep a series going that's just doing the same old shit. Like it's not even a dirty hop water series anymore. It's just an IPA series. Like the vision was lost long ago.
Yep.
Because those beers, like My Name Is Mud, those beers were chunky. Those beers, like if you didn't let,
they were dank.
Yeah.
They were.
If you didn't let those cans really make sure, if you let those sit for too long, you're gonna get sludge. At the end of those cans, and it was Go ahead.
Some of those mid releases are the early ones. I would say like the Name Is Mud and all the way up to probably like the first 15. There was a sweet spot to drink those.
Yeah.
Some needed like to sit for a week, and others you needed to drink that day
because they were
they were so hoppy.
Well, and it made top pour and bottom pour a real big thing at that point.
Oh yeah, we used to always complain.
You get the bottom pour, you're like, what the hell, dude?
Especially with the Crowler ones,
right?
There were different beers coming out of there depending on if you got top or bottom pour.
Yeah, you're getting some soft serve.
But those were great beers because they
awesome.
like pumped they were hoppy beers.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, whatever's going on here is a money problem.
Yep.
It's not. You did not buy. You're not working with enough hop. You didn't buy enough of Wai-iti, dude.
Yeah.
You didn't buy enough of the hop you were trying to make the addition here, because those beers were chunky. They were delicious, sludgy. They were dirty hop water.
Yeah. So I mean, it lived up to its name. So overall, I imagine we all feel the same. Not sorry to see him go. At this point.
I'm so happy. It's like stop. It's good. Like that Simpsons thing. Like stop hitting him. He's already dead. Like, leave him alone, dude.
Yeah, 100%. All right.
I think they should go farther. I think they should end the Watermelon Goza series. They should end Dreamsicle. The
Well, I mean, if they're just doing those beers once a year, that's fine, but don't do them just to do them. If people are showing up and clamoring for them, continue them. But if you're seeing sales drop offs and you're like, no, we're still doing watermelon goza next year because we do it every year, stop.
Right.
So would you have liked to see this go to once a seasonal thing? Like we're just doing one dirty hop water a year.
I'd like to see
be a chunky, dank, resiny kind of big bodied.
If the owners were listening, I would say do whatever the fuck you want to do. But at the end of the day, don't forget that some delicious recipes are worth doing more than once. Yep. Go back, bring back My Name Is Mud. Bring back some of those other beers. Bring back one off.
Well, shit, maybe they do like a legacy series and they bring back some of those old beers like that.
Surprise us. Surprise us. Put it in the same can. My Name Is Mud. Boom. Random. Right. Whatever. That people will get excited about that.
Yeah.
I would get excited about that. But I don't think they want to buy that kind of hop anymore, Chris. I think they want to. I think they have a little bottom line to meet, and beers like that don't regularly fall into it anymore.
Yeah, no, that's true. I get you. I mean, I don't know. I think the underlying spirit of what that series was supposed to be would be lost if you did it once a year. I think that the experimentalness of it is good on a regular basis, but when you do it once a year, it's like why? I can't remember last year's beer at this point. You'd have to save it and then try it at the same time. They just would lose it. So
silliness. Glad it's dead. Move on.
Yeah, it's sad to see it go. Like the mornings of standing in line, getting a burrito, getting a pour of whatever was released that week, and then getting the dirty hop water too, and then ending up buying double because you're like, this dirty hop water is amazing. I'm getting both cans.
Right?
Now.
Yeah. Exactly.
It didn't have to be over, but also to anybody's how can any restaurant keep
you
that?
You can't. At this point, times have changed. We've all changed. We all got to the point where we're like, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'll get the next one.
But I like
there's
to
enough
drink
good
at
ones
9 a.m. I wish there was more. I wish there was more.
Yeah, they used to open early.
Yeah, there's not enough drops at 9 a.m. anymore with breakfast included. Like I like to drink at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
Gets my day going. All right. That's good.
By the way, we didn't finish any of these beers.
No, I mean they're all sitting here. We probably will.
It sucks.
That's a bummer.
It sucks. I'll send you $7 or whatever you paid for the can. It sucks.
No, I mean it's sad, and it's just been like Chris and I had the what the hell's the name of that beer? July 11th. That beer was terrible.
I don't even want to hear it.
I heard other
people
people said it was good. Like I don't know if it's just bad at getting cans.
Yeah, maybe I picked the wrong cans.
We got that Four Peaks pumpkin beer and it tasted awful, and other people were like, "Oh no, it was really good." Yeah, I'm like, "We tasted like nothing." They're like, "Oh, it tasted like tons of stuff." I was like. We were drinking two different beers then.
People don't know how to taste beer.
And just for people's information, we're trying to be good about recording. So this beer was drank relatively close to the release date, even though you might hear it.
Do they have the guts to put any
the release date
dates on it? No.
This was the release at the end of July 2023.
Not a date on it. I would never buy it in the store. I don't buy beer without a date.
So you don't buy Run House beers then?
Ooh.
Run House beers have a date?
No.
They don't have a date anymore?
The dates are ABVs. I don't think I ever see them on there.
They started putting ABV on there.
ABV, yeah.
Listen.
Right. Times changed.
All right. I had to open a good beer because I was like, I came here to talk to my friends and drink beer.
I'm still wallowing in this. I haven't drank it in like 10 minutes, so we need to get this show over and done and get a new beer.
It was good. It's sad to see it go, but you know what? I think we all know that almost kind of dirty hop water has gone almost where the old AZ Wilderness went, by the wayside. AZ Wilderness has changed a lot, and the dirty hop water should have gone with it. AZ Wilderness is not what it was when we loved it.
Yeah.
Years ago. We've all kind of fallen in and out of love with Wilderness at different times. And me, hardest as far as I held on for a long time. But, I'm just not super sad about it. And I think it's a great place to take your family to get a good meal and have good beer at the same time, kind of like BJ's. And it's not trying to be a knock. I'm not trying to be rude. I just think that they have focused a lot on building out a restaurant empire and not necessarily so concerned anymore about the craft of beer.
Yep.
Well said.
All right, Ed, where can people find us if they want to listen to more about us or get more information about last season or all this season?
Yeah, if you want to listen to the show, you can download it on your favorite podcast app, whatever that might be.
Yes.
If you want to find our website, it's hoppycraftsman.beer. We are on Instagram at hoppycraftsman, threads at hoppycraftsman, and you can find us on patreon.com/hoppycraftsman.
God, he's good.
We do have some Patreon
He
supporters.
looks good while he does it.
And they're the most awesome people in the world. And Chris, do you know who they are?
That would be Terrence Hollows, Jeff Johnson, Zach Dominguez, and Cena Gomez. Welcome back, Cena. Thanks for supporting us again. I mean, she supported you all the time, but now she's supporting all of us. Yeah. But no, thanks for them. We talked about it in the last seasons and this season. This is the first time to listen to us. Podcasts aren't free. The easy part's talking. The hard part is doing everything else. So
I'm going to make them pay for this beer.
Yeah, there you go. See? But
I owe Ed $7 now.
I'm going to make the Patreons.
Oh, okay.
We'll take it out of the Patreon money.
Yeah. But, if you want to support us and you think about it this way, you basically, I think the lowest level is $1, but up right above that's $5. That's not even buying one of these beers. It's basically just buying one of us a beer every month. So if you want to do that, I already gave you the patreon.com thing there. We try to actually put out episodes for the patrons and other things like glassware and hats and stickers and that kind of stuff. So lots of fun. Check it out. All right. Thanks, boys.
No, thank you.
It was so well said. I didn't know what else to say.
Yeah, speechless.
We're speechless.
You're pretty well. You do it. Thanks, boys.
All right. Till next time. Cheers.
Bye.
Nate's sad.
I am sad.
Thanks for listening.